Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Advice with Mike, where I'm truthfully toxic. I'm your host, comedian Mike Murphy. Now, this is the show where you guys send in your messiest, wildest, most toxic, and out of pocket predicaments, and I attempt to give my honest and unbiased feedback. Now, listen, I'm a comedian, not a therapist, so I doubt I can fix your life, but I can call it like I see it and hopefully provide some laughs along the way. Now, without further ado, let's get into the first letter. The title of this first letter is I never had a drink in my life, but meth took me out in 7 days flat. Hey, Mike, I'm a big fan and love all your videos, but I need some advice. Addiction runs deep in my family, alcohol mostly. So I swore I would never drink, but I do smoke crack, but I'm not a crackhead. You're definitely a snap. I've always held it together, had a job, apartment, and my life is semi intact. Recently, my dealer said the booger sugar had been hard to come by. Yeah, Trump got them shipments at the border on stuck. So he's switching up his inventory from crack to meth. Our dealer must be Heisenberg. I didn't want to try and I knew better, but I took a hit anyways. Like this video if you think she's full of shit. And Mike, that was the beginning of a week I don't even fully remember, but I fully regret. I slept with damn near anyone who looked in my direction. Bonnie Blue vibes. Yuck. I had real and imaginary bedbugs crawling all over me. I scratched until I bled. Nah, that's nasty work. One of my hookups told me I was outside, butt naked except for boots running in the snow. Butt naked with the butters on is insane. And him and my neighbor had to drag me back in the house. I ain't gonna lie, I think the three of us had sex, but I don't even remember. Now, I'm not saying I would have done it, but I'm not saying I wouldn't have either. I got fired for trying to have sex in the mop closet at work with the janitor. Hey, yo, custodian coochie? Not valid. I'm having flashes of taking pics and shooting XXX videos while high, but I don't even know where they are or who has them. XNXX amateur category, but I'm here for it. I'm living with my sister now. I changed my hair and my clothes and I'm trying to get a fresh start. She busted out the disguise like a bank robber. Okay, Cleo, and set it off. I want to rebuild, but the shame is eating me alive. Yeah, and so were the bed bugs. Meth scared me bad. Me too. I swore I'd never touch it again, but Mike, I can't lie. Part of me wants to hit it one more time. Hey, yo, you gotta relax. Help me before I ruin myself again. First of all, Shorty, you prefacing the whole conversation with my family was addicted to alcohol, so I never would drink, but I do smoke crack is crazy. You talking like you above them. You are worse than them. I'm not judging you. I mean, a little bit I am, but don't come on saying, oh, they be struggling with the alcohol, so I never would do it, but I do blast off. Nah, that's wild. You know what I'm saying? You judging them for a little jack with coke, but you smoking crack with coke. Hooked up rock, B12 with the Arm& Hammer, the baking soda is your wave, and you think you better than them. That's, first of all, I'm going to call you out on that. You're wild. Secondly, when your dealer told you he couldn't get the rock in no more, so he was going to the glass, you should have just been like, nah, it's time for a new dealer, not a new drug. What's wrong with you? Now, I will say this. My mother struggled with a crack addiction for a long time, so I do understand that when you are addicted, it's kind of like a disease. You know what I'm saying? You can't really just give it up cold turkey. It don't work like that. You know what I'm saying? So salute to your sister for letting you live there, because if I had a family member who was a crackhead, which you are, they're not staying with me. Stealing the fire stick, appliances out the crib. Nah. Like Felicia from Friday, you're not staying with me. I'll give you a couple dollars to help you out, but that's about it. So salute your sister, you know what I mean? Because she's doing good by you. She's trying to help you get right. I don't know where your sister lives, but here's my suggestion. You need to remove yourself from whatever environment you were currently in. Go at least 2-3 states over. Get clean. Check yourself in to the inpatient rehab. Something that's going to be monitored 24/7. You can't just come and go as you please. Because my mom told me that when they was in the recovery and them in the meetings, they always say that you got to change people, places, and things. You could change those things, you could increase your chance of recovery tenfold. You know what I'm saying? Because as long as you stay in that same environment, you're gonna be tempted to go right back to the rock or to the glass. And from what I'm hearing, the glass then took you out in 7 days. You was functioning on a rock, which I believe, because I got uncles who be based out their whole life. They could change transmissions in cars, fix engines, oil changes, brakes. They go about their day, hee, no problems. Now, the meth, all that be gone. I don't know if you could survive that. You know what I'm saying? So, best case scenario, you downgrade back to the rock and get off the meth. But what I'm telling you is to kick it all. Just have a swig. Get you some tequila, a little mezcal, whiskey, perhaps. Just dial it back. But you definitely need to move to a new environment, right? Because if you do that hit, that one last hit that you're saying, it's gonna be another 7 days of hell for you. Because and my mom told me again in those meetings, they say a thousand's never one too many and a thousand's never enough. So that one hit you think is gonna be one hit is not. And 1,000 hits ain't gonna do it neither. You're just gonna keep going. Check yourself into a facility, get cleaned up, figure your life out, and start over somewhere else. New job, new place where they ain't seeing you on the 4K amateur category. Your nudes ain't all on Reddit, all that, you know what I'm saying? Go start off somewhere else, get cleaned up, and give up the glass and the rock. That's my advice to you. Please, please send me a follow-up email in 6 months and let me know how you're doing. If I don't hear from you, then I know you're probably on an ad somewhere offering sexual favors for the drug of your choice. I hope that's not what happens. So that's my advice to you. I wish you the best. Hope to hear from you soon. This next letter's titled, I got caught cheating and now I'm homeless. He said, Mike, I know you're going to roast me, but I need some advice. I've been with my girl for 2 years and she just had our baby girl in January. Congratulations. But to keep it a buck, once she got pregnant, the attraction dipped. She gained mad weight. Yeah, that happens, dumbass. Keen observation. The rolls and stretch marks turned me off and she got lazy in the bedroom. And honestly, I started to feel stuck. Meanwhile, I ended up with a dad bod myself. Audacity gotta be on sale at Costco because you buying it in bulk. So I started hitting the gym in our building to get back in shape. That's where I met this little gym shorty. Let's call her Kayla. Body was tough. She had a double D's, a tight waist, and crazy cakes. What's her name on Instagram? I just want to see something real quick. Market research and whatnot. She kept throwing hints and I ignored it at first. Subscribe to the channel if you think he's full of shit. Until she looked me dead in the face and said, you really just walking around with all that stress built up? Why don't you let me help you release it? No strings attached. Like this video if you think he's making his whole story up. Mike, I folded immediately. Took her back to her place. Looked like she furnished it off Craigslist. Section 8, income-based housing joint. But I'm here for it. But I wasn't there for the decor. From that point on, I was in there like clockwork, multiple times a week. I stopped going to the gym entirely and just started doing cardio at Kayla's. Then one morning, our daughter got sick and my girl went down to the gym looking for me, and of course I wasn't there. But she didn't even say nothing. She just smiled and let it marinate. Operation Private Eye in effect. Turns out she hit a damn air tag in my hoodie. Better call Saul. A few days later, I leave Kayla's apartment and boom, her brothers are waiting in the hallway and they beat the brakes off me. Hell hath no fury like a woman scorned. I bet you learned that day. Tossed me back inside Kayla's spot and told me don't go back to the house. And Kayla, the same chick who was just begging for me before, looks at me while I'm bleeding on the floor and says, well, you can't stay here. I need a protector and you can't even fight. Congratulations, you played yourself, fam. Now I'm couch hopping and nobody's picking up the phone. Cold world, my boy. I just want to come back home to my girl and my baby. I bet you do. Sleeping on all them different couches got your back tangled up. Go see a chiropractor, get it together. Mike, how do I fix this? Or did I just fumble to one woman who actually loved me, all because I wanted to feel wanted? First of all, don't come on here writing letters acting like you a victim, talking about you just wanted to feel wanted. Nah. Your girl was the one who wanted to feel wanted. You act like you didn't want her. She had a baby and gained weight. Duh. What you thought was going to happen? Talking about the rolls and the stretch marks turned you off. That's because she gave birth to your daughter, goofball. Talking about she lazy in bed. But you got a dad bod. Maybe she wasn't lazy. Maybe she just wasn't attracted to you the way you wasn't attracted to her. And she doing the bare minimum. Or maybe, just maybe, how about you get up 3-4 times a night to a whine and crying baby to feed it, to burp it, to change his diaper, put it back to sleep. Imagine you doing that for the last 6 months. You'd probably be tired in bed too. But you're not. You too busy at the little Jim in the building flirting with the OnlyFans joint, whose apartment is bare minimum, low income joint. You got the nerve to be talking about how your woman's built, and you got brush yourself. You need a bra, my man. That's why she called her brother, and they came down and put hands and feet all on you in the hallway. And you gave Shorty a crazy ick. She just seen you get stomped out like crazy. Now you sleeping on couches, back all broke up. You missing your girl and your kid now. The only woman who love. Nah, bro. I'm gonna tell you right now, you don't deserve her. For the sake of the child, I'm hoping y'all can work it out. Y'all can get back together and you can do the right thing. Y'all can raise y'all child with both parents under the same roof. I hope so. But if she takes you back, my man, I'm telling you right now, tighten up, Chief. You got a lot of work to do. Your woman give birth to your child, gain some weight, get some stretch marks, all natural. I don't know if you thought that wasn't gonna happen, but it does. Most women, it happens, and then you gagging. Knock it off, cornball. You better try everything in your power to get your woman back. And when you get her back, you make sure she never feel insecure, unloved, or has a low self-esteem about her body ever again. You better kiss every one of them stretch marks and rolls. And since you know how to get back in shape, why don't you start taking her to the gym and help her get back so she can start feeling like herself again? How about you do that? Because right now you sounding crazy. Come on, I know you're gonna roast me, Unc. This is a light roasting. I'm telling you some real spill. You bugging out. I don't know how old you are, but you got a daughter who's gonna look up to you. You need to be the father she can respect, and you need to be a man that your woman can respect. And that Kayla shorty, oh, dead that. You better block her on social media. Don't go to that gym no more. Go to LA Fitness, get signed up, go to Planet Fitness, Golds, whatever's in your location, go there. No more home gym for you, buddy, because your discipline is out the window. Shorty flirting with you, you just took the bait. You ain't never heard the term, don't use the bathroom where you eat at? You cracking shorty who live in the same building as you. Nah, that's nasty work. You violating. I hope shorty take you back, but I hope she put you through the ringer, my man. I hope she make you regret ever doing that. Tighten up, bro. Stay alert, stay alive. That's my advice to you. Don't even send me a follow-up because I don't care. Just do what I told you and see how it plays out. That's that. The title with his next letter is called Spinning the Block on My Old College Fling. So, Mike, I reconnected with an old college fling named Marlon. Yeah, I'm here for it. He slid back into my life like he never left, talking all that unfinished business mess. Oh yeah, Buddy's a smooth talker. I like his style. He told me he still loved me and said we were soulmates, promised we get married and finally build what we were supposed to build 5 years ago. Jail talk when he's free? Absolutely insane. So I left my boyfriend. Nah, that's nasty work. I fumbled this good man for this fairy tale I thought was real. Stay alert, stay alive. All Marlon has given me is a first-class flight to Pound Town. Now boarding Group D. Now boarding Group D. The D is for dumbass. No dates, no flowers, no gifts, just a constant stream of pipe pics, random memes, and come through big head texts at 11:47 p.m. You're a booty call. Hate to tell you that. And the worst part, I do come through like a fool every time. You know what? I respect the honesty. Salute you. We're grown as hell, sneaking around in his truck eating Popeyes and playing house for 36 minutes and a nap. Sounds like a good time to me, but what do I know? I love how he makes me feel in the moment. Yeah, that's because he's blowing your back out. I bet it does feel good. But the second we're done, I feel played. That's called post-nut clarity. Women get it too, I guess. Like I'm just a pit stop on his little nostalgia tour. Mike, how do I make Marlon keep his word and actually propose? Silly rabbit, tricks are for kids. Or am I just a late night combo meal he never plans to commit to? Shorty, I don't know what kind of pipe Marlon was giving you in college 5 years ago for you to have a good boyfriend and he just sends you a DM and you cut homie cuz off. What's wrong with you? I already know you make piss poor decisions just based off of that. But I'm trying to wonder, maybe you should reach out to any other shorties that Marlon been dipping his rod into and see if it got the same effect on them. Because ain't no way in the world I'm letting some ex from 5 years ago who I ain't even talked to wind me up with the jail talk, get me to leave who I'm with now for this fairy tale, and he ain't did nothing to even prove that he was serious about you. Popeyes, that's crazy. Creeping around in a truck, crazy. But the fact that he giving you 36 minutes in his sack, that's probably nonstop. I know he's blowing your back through the mattress. You can't get past that. The orgasms he's giving you got your mind clouded. You making terrible decisions. I'm gonna tell you right now, you're a fool. Let's just get that out the way. And secondly, I think what you need to do is just cut Marlon off. Get back with old boy. I don't know if you told him why you broke up with him, but get back with him and just say, yo, I was going through a rough patch, seasonal depression, something like that. You won't have to lie to homie. You know what I'm saying? Now, I'm not usually for the line, but lie to him. Say it was seasonal depression, he was dealing with some issues, you had to resolve, whatever. Just don't tell him about Marlon. Because if he finds out you broke up with him for a spicy combo and some pound town in the backseat of the whip, nah, that's dead. He's definitely not giving you another chance. Cut Marlon off, tell him you enjoyed it while it lasts, maybe get blasted one more time. Maybe let him crack you one last time. Get it out your system, regroup, go back to your man, kiss ass, lie, whatever you got to do, get him back. Block Marlon on everything, email, WhatsApp, Cash App, any type of way he can contact you, block him. Go to the post office, block that address that he lives at so you can't even get no mail from him. You know what I'm saying? Change your address for him or whatnot. Do all that. Get your man back, act like it never happened, make better decisions moving forward. That's my advice to you. I hope it works out for you. Hope you can get the good dude back who loved you and treated you right and all that. Marlon, leave that girl alone if you see this, my man. You wildin'. You knew what you was doing. Promising her life you knew you couldn't give her. Pound town. But I respect it. I respect it. That's my advice to you, shorty. Hope everything works out. Ladies and gentlemen, that concludes this episode of Advice with Mike. I'm your host, comedian Mike Murphy. I hope you enjoyed me as much as I enjoyed you. And if so, please do me a favor and subscribe to the channel. Like this video. Leave a comment telling me what advice you would have gave them. And if you got a toxic tale to tell or a shady friend, or maybe you got an entanglement that you need help untangling, drop me a letter at the email provided below and I'll read it on a segment of Advice with Mike. And now with that being said, our time together has come to an end. And remember, stay alert, stay alive, and most importantly, stay toxic.